3 crucial skills to develop for a better 2025. If you don't change, 2025 will look exactly like 2024, except worse. Because time doesn't stop, and neither does the world. Right now, someone out there is learning faster than you, disciplining themselves harder than you, and preparing for opportunities that you might miss simply because you're not ready. The truth is harsh. Life doesn't reward people for existing. It rewards people for growing. If you truly want 2025 to be your breakthrough year, you cannot rely on luck. You need to build the skills that will separate you from the average, the mindset that will keep you moving when others quit, and the habits that will make you impossible to ignore. Stay with me until the end, because I'm going to share 3 life-changing skills that, if mastered, will turn 2025 into the year you finally step into your real power. Preparation is the invisible force that separates those who merely wish for a better life from those who actually create it. Success doesn't appear overnight, nor does it come to those who sit back and wait for the perfect moment. It comes to those who prepare long before the opportunity arrives. Most people underestimate preparation because it feels quiet, slow, and often unrewarded in the short term. But the reality is, preparation is where champions are made. Every major breakthrough, every remarkable success story, and every life-changing achievement is born out of hours, days, and even years of preparation that nobody sees. Think about it. The future belongs to those who prepare for it. If you step into 2025 with the same habits, the same mindset, and the same level of effort that you had in 2024, you will get the exact same results. Or worse. Why? Because life doesn't wait for you. The world is evolving every single day. Industries are changing, technology is advancing, and competition is growing. If you are not preparing for what's coming next, you will find yourself left behind, watching others rise while you stay stuck in the same place. Preparation is not just about being ready, it's about staying ahead. Preparation requires intentionality. It's about asking yourself hard questions. Where am I going? What skills do I need to develop? What habits do I need to break? What actions am I willing to take now, even when no one is watching? These questions are uncomfortable because they demand self-honesty, but they also create clarity. You can't hit a target you can't see, and preparation is how you define that target. It's how you take control of your life instead of letting the days, weeks, and years slip by with nothing to show. The truth is, most people spend more time preparing for a vacation than they do preparing for their own future. They plan out where they will go, what they will wear, and what activities they'll enjoy, but when it comes to the next 5 years of their life, they have no clear direction. This lack of preparation is why so many people live in a constant cycle of frustration, stuck in jobs they hate, struggling financially, or living far below their true potential. Preparation breaks that cycle. It puts you in a position of power because when opportunities arise, you don't have to scramble or fake confidence. You're already ready. Preparation also requires sacrifice. You can't prepare for a better life while clinging to the habits that hold you back. You may have to wake up earlier, cut out toxic distractions, or spend your evenings learning instead of being entertained. It's not glamorous, and sometimes it's lonely, but those who prepare always have the last laugh. When others are panicking, they are calm because they've already built the skills, the discipline, and the mindset required to handle challenges. The power of preparation is that it multiplies your efforts over time. Every small, intentional step you take today compounds into something bigger tomorrow. Preparation turns potential into performance. It turns vague dreams into achievable goals. It turns ordinary people into extraordinary leaders. If you want 2025 to be better, start preparing now. Not next month, not next year, but today. Because the truth is, your future is being built right now. In the quiet moments, in the sacrifices you make, and in the discipline you show when nobody's watching. Emotional intelligence is one of the most powerful skills you can develop if you want 2025 to be your breakthrough year. It's not about being the smartest person in the room or knowing the most facts. It's about understanding yourself, managing your emotions, and knowing how to connect with others in a way that builds trust and influence. Many people fail, not because they lack talent or intelligence, but because they lack emotional control. They react instead of respond. They let anger or fear dictate their choices, and they push away opportunities because they don't know how to manage relationships effectively. Emotional intelligence is what helps you lead with clarity instead of chaos. And in today's fast-pacing world, it's becoming more valuable than ever. Think of the people you admire, leaders, influencers, visionaries. It's not just their skills or knowledge that make them stand out. It's their ability to remain calm under pressure, to speak with confidence, and to connect with people in ways that inspire action. Emotional intelligence is the foundation of all of this. It starts with self-awareness, knowing who you are, what triggers you, and how to use your emotions as tools instead of letting them control you. If you don't know how to manage your own emotions, you'll always be at the mercy of external events. Every problem, every criticism, every challenge will feel like a personal attack. But when you build emotional intelligence, you gain control. You can pause, think, and choose your response rather than letting your feelings sabotage your progress. Equally important is empathy, the ability to understand how others feel and to see the world from their perspective. We live in a world where communication is everything. Whether it's building a business, working with a team, or maintaining strong personal relationships, your ability to connect emotionally will determine how far you go. People don't just remember what you say, they remember how you make them feel. If you can make people feel valued, understood, and respected, you'll create opportunities that others can't see. In 2025, emotional intelligence will be the silent advantage that separates leaders from followers. While others are busy reacting, you'll be creating solutions. While others are burning bridges with anger or ego, you'll be building strong connections that open doors. Emotional intelligence also teaches you resilience. Life will always bring stress, disappointment, and conflict. But when you can manage your emotions, you recover faster, you adapt, and you keep moving forward instead of being stuck in frustration. To develop emotional intelligence, start with small habits. Listen more than you speak. Reflect before reacting, and practice seeing situations through another person's eyes. Ask yourself daily, what can I learn from this emotion? Every feeling, whether it's anger, fear, or excitement, has something to teach you. Mastering this skill doesn't just improve your relationships with others, it transforms your relationship with yourself. It makes you stronger, calmer, and far more effective at achieving your goals. Focus and discipline are the twin engines of success, and without them, even the most ambitious goals remain nothing more than dreams. In a world filled with constant distractions, the ability to direct your attention to what truly matters is becoming increasingly rare, and that rarity is exactly what makes it so valuable. Focus is about knowing where to put your energy, while discipline is about consistently applying that energy even when you don't feel like it. Together, they create unstoppable momentum. Most people fail to achieve their goals not because they lack talent or opportunity, but because they are scattered. They chase every shiny distraction, start 100 things, and finish none. Focus is the power to say no to what doesn't serve your vision. It's understanding that you cannot do everything, but you can do the few things that matter most exceptionally well. Every day you are faced with a choice. You can spend your time reacting to everything around you, or you can invest your time intentionally in building the life you desire. Those who master focus choose to protect their time and energy like a treasure because they know both are limited. Discipline is what keeps you moving when motivation fades. Motivation is fleeting. It's easy to feel inspired for a day or two, But discipline is the habit of showing up, whether you feel like it or not. It's waking up early when you'd rather sleep, finishing the project when you'd rather relax, and pushing forward when it feels easier to quit. Discipline isn't about perfection. It's about consistency. Small, consistent actions performed daily create massive results over time. Discipline is what transforms intentions into achievements. The combination of focus and discipline also eliminates overwhelm. When you're clear on your priorities, you no longer waste mental energy on what doesn't matter. You stop multitasking and start single-tasking, pouring your full attention into one task until it's done with excellence. So, you imagine how much more you could accomplish in 2025 if you cut out just 30% of the distractions in your day. Social media, pointless scrolling, negative conversations, and redirected that energy into something meaningful. The results would be life-changing. Focus and discipline also require sacrifice. You can't say yes to your goals without saying no to certain comforts. It might mean less entertainment, fewer late nights, and more intentional planning. But here's the truth. The pain of discipline is far lighter than the pain of regret. Regret lingers for years, while discipline pays off in the form of freedom, confidence, and success. If you want to create a better 2025, make a commitment to sharpen your focus and build your discipline. Identify your top 3 priorities and give them your full attention. Set boundaries that protect your time. Train yourself to do what needs to be done, especially when it's uncomfortable. Over time, you notice that the noise fades, clarity grows, and your life begins to move in the direction you've always wanted. Adaptability is one of the most crucial skills you can develop if you want to thrive in 2025 and beyond. The world is changing faster than ever. Technology is advancing, industries are evolving, and opportunities are shifting at lightning speed. The strategies that worked last year may already be outdated, and the comfort zones that feel safe today may become your biggest obstacles tomorrow. Adaptability is the ability to adjust, pivot, and evolve without losing your vision. It's about staying flexible while remaining committed to your goals, and it's often the difference between those who succeed and those who are left behind. One of the biggest mistakes people make is resisting change. They cling to old ways of thinking, old methods of working, and old habits because they fear uncertainty. But growth is impossible without change. The truth is, life will never stay the same, and the sooner you embrace that reality, the sooner you can take control of your future. Adaptable people understand that challenges are not roadblocks. They reveal where you need to grow, learn, and improve. Instead of asking, "Why is this happening to me?" they ask, "How can I grow through this?" Adaptability also requires a mindset shift. It's not just about reacting to change, but anticipating it. Look at the people who consistently rise to the top. They are always learning, upgrading their skills, and preparing for what's next. They don't wait for change to force them to adapt. They stay ahead by being proactive. If you want 2025 to be better, you need to adopt this mindset. Ask yourself, what trends are coming? What skills will I need? What changes can I make now to prepare for the future? Those who adapt quickly are the ones who create opportunities while others are still stuck complaining. Another important part of adaptability is resilience, the ability to recover quickly from setbacks. Life will throw unexpected challenges your way. Plans will fail. Opportunities will slip through your fingers. But adaptable people don't break when things go wrong. They bend, adjust, and find another path forward. They treat failures as lessons, not defeats, and they use every experience to grow stronger. This kind of resilience makes you unstoppable because you're no longer afraid of uncertainty. You're prepared to handle it. Adaptability doesn't mean abandoning your goals or losing your identity. It means being willing to change your approach when the old way no longer works. It's the ability to hold your vision firmly while holding your methods loosely. In 2025, this skill will be more valuable than ever. The world will continue to evolve, and opportunities will come to those who are ready to move with the times, not against them. If you want to create a better life, train yourself to adapt. Be open to learning new skills. Be willing to unlearn old habits that no longer serve you. And most importantly, see change not as something to fear, but as something that can unlock the next level of your life. Communication skills are the foundation of influence, connection, and success. No matter how talented or skilled you are, if you cannot express your ideas clearly and confidently, your potential will remain hidden. Communication is more than just talking. It's the ability to convey your thoughts in a way that inspires action, builds trust, and creates lasting impact. In 2025, the ability to communicate effectively will be one of the most important skills to separate those who lead from those who remain unnoticed. Great communication starts with clarity. Many people fail to achieve their goals not because they lack ideas, but because they can't explain them in a way that others can understand. Clarity in communication means organizing your thoughts, focusing on what truly matters, and delivering your message in a way that resonates. Whether you're speaking to one person or a crowd of thousands, clarity ensures your words don't get lost in confusion or noise. The world is overflowing with information, and people have shorter attention span than ever. If you want to be heard, you need to cut through the noise with a message that is simple yet powerful. Equally important is the ability to listen. Communication is not just about speaking, it's about understanding. The best communicators are those who listen deeply before they speak. They understand the emotions, needs, and perspectives of others. This kind of active listening allows you to connect on a deeper level, because people don't just want to be talked to, they want to be heard. When you listen with empathy and respond with intention, you build trust. And trust is the foundation of any successful relationship or business. Nonverbal communication is another critical part of this skill. Your tone of voice, body language, and eye contact often speak louder than your words. Confidence is reflected not just in what you say, but in how you say it. If you want people to believe in you, your words and body language must be aligned. In 2025, the people who stand out will be those who can speak with authenticity and presence, those who can command attention without arrogance and influence without manipulation. Communication skills are also essential for problem solving and leadership. Every conflict, every negotiation, every opportunity begins with the way you communicate. Words can either build bridges or burn them. A single conversation can open doors to life-changing opportunities. But the opposite is also true. Poor communication can close doors forever. If you want to grow, you must master this skill. To improve your communication, start practicing intentional speaking. Choose your words carefully, speak with purpose, and always aim to add value to those who are listening. Equally, train yourself to listen more than you speak. Pay attention not just to words, but to emotions and intentions. Over time, you will find that your ability to influence and inspire others grows naturally. In 2025, communication won't just be a tool, it will be your superpower. Vision and clarity are the directional systems of your life, the inner compass and the map. Without them, effort scatters, motivation fades, and opportunities slip through unnoticed because you don't recognize which ones belong to your future. When you know where you're going, decisions become easier, sacrifices make sense, and discipline stops feeling like punishment and starts feeling like purpose. Clarity converts dreams into destinations. Vision gives those destinations meaning. Too many people move through a year reacting instead of creating. They work hard, but not toward anything specific, so the results feel random and disappointing. If you want 2025 to be different, you must define it before you live it. What does a better 2025 actually look like for you? More income? Healthier relationships? Debt cleared? A new business launched? Write it down in vivid, measurable language. Vague goals produce vague effort. Clear goals pull you forward. Clarity also acts as a filter. Every invitation, distraction, habit, and expense must pass a single test. Does this move me toward my 2025 vision or away from it? When you start filtering life through vision, you recover hours of wasted time and redirect them into meaningful progress. This is how ordinary days become productive seasons. Turn vision into structure. Break the big picture into 12-month outcomes, 90-day targets, and weekly non-negotiables. Review them every morning so your day begins aligned, not scattered. Track progress visibly, a wall chart, spreadsheet, app, or journal, because what is measured multiplies. Celebrate micro wins. Momentum matters. Powerful vision is rooted in values. Ask, who do I want to become? What kind of impact do I want to make? What would make me proud on 31 December 2025? Align goals with identity, not ego. When your goals reflect who you are called to be, perseverance gets easier. Mental rehearsal strengthens clarity. Close your eyes and walk through a successful day in your 2025 life. The work you do, the people you serve, the energy you feel. The brain begins wiring toward what it repeatedly imagines. Pair that visualization with practical next steps so inspiration turns into execution. Expect to refine your vision as you grow. Clarity is not rigid, it's living. Review monthly. What's working? What needs to change? Adapt the route without abandoning the destination. If you invest time now to define, document, and review your vision, 2025 won't happen to you. You'll build it on purpose, with confidence and direction. Resilience and mental strength are the invisible pillars that hold up every dream, every goal, and every breakthrough. In 2025, life will not suddenly become easier. Challenges will come. Disappointments will arise, and unexpected obstacles will test your patience and determination. The difference between those who succeed and those who give up is not luck or talent. It's mental toughness. Resilience is the ability to keep going when everything around you is screaming to quit. It is the quiet, unshakable belief that no matter how hard it gets, you are built to endure, learn, and rise again. The truth is, failure is inevitable. Every great story of success is littered with moments of defeat. But resilient people don't allow failure to define them. They see setbacks as feedback, as lessons that sharpen them for the next challenge. When most people encounter difficulties, they freeze or give up. But those with mental strength pause, reassess, and try again with greater wisdom. This attitude doesn't just help you survive tough seasons, it transforms you into a stronger, more focused version of yourself. Resilience isn't something you're born with. It's a skill you develop by consistently facing challenges instead of avoiding them. It grows every time you push through discomfort or rise after being knocked down. The more you practice endurance, the less intimidating challenges become. You start realizing that pain is temporary, but quitting lasts forever. Resilient people understand that growth lives on the other side of struggle, and they don't run from it. They embrace it as the price of becoming extraordinary. Mental strength also involves controlling your emotions when life becomes chaotic. Stress, fear, and doubt can cloud your judgment and make problems seem bigger than they are. To be mentally strong, you need to train your mind to stay calm, focused, and solutions-oriented even in the middle of a storm. This means mastering your self-talk, refusing to feed negative thoughts, and learning how to shift your perspective. A strong mind sees opportunities where others only see problems. Building resilience requires habits that reinforce inner strength, consistent routines, healthy boundaries, and a commitment to personal growth. It's about choosing discipline over comfort and progress over excuses. The stronger you become mentally, the less you are shaken by external circumstances. Life will always bring uncertainty, but when your mind is prepared, nothing can break you. 2025 will reward those who refuse to quit. If you can remain resilient when others give up, you'll rise higher than you ever imagined. No storm lasts forever, but the lessons and strength you gain from enduring it will stay with you for life. Mental strength is not about being unshaken. It's about being unbreakable, even when you shake. Emotional intelligence is one of the most powerful skills you can develop for a better 2025 because it influences every area of life, your relationships, career, decisions, and even your ability to lead yourself. It is the ability to understand and manage your emotions while also being aware of the emotions of others. In a world where stress, frustration, and conflict are unavoidable, emotional intelligence becomes the quiet strength that keeps you balanced and effective. It allows you to respond thoughtfully instead of reacting impulsively, which can make all the difference between building bridges or burning them. People often underestimate how much their emotions drive their lives. A single moment of anger can destroy years of hard work, while a lack of self-awareness can lead to decisions that pull you further away from your goals. Emotional intelligence teaches you to pause and evaluate your feelings before they control your actions. It is about knowing why you feel what you feel and then choosing the most constructive response instead of letting emotions dictate the outcome. This doesn't mean suppressing emotions. It means mastering them. Self-awareness is the starting point of emotional intelligence. When you are aware of your triggers, strengths, and weaknesses, you gain control over situations that might otherwise overwhelm you. This awareness creates space for better decision-making because you're not acting on impulse. For example, instead of lashing out when something goes wrong, you can analyze the situation, understand your frustration, and find a calm, productive way to address it. This ability to regulate emotions is a superpower in both personal and professional life. Equally important is empathy, the ability to recognize and understand the emotions of others. People are not just moved by logic, they are moved by how you make them feel. When you can connect emotionally, you build trust, deepen relationships, and create influence. Leaders, business owners, and even parents who lack emotional intelligence often struggle because they can't see beyond their own perspective. Empathy allows you to step into someone else's shoes, which not only improves communication but also resolves conflicts before they escalate. Emotional intelligence also impacts resilience. When you can manage your emotions, challenges no longer feel like walls but like temporary tests of patience and adaptability. It gives you the calmness to focus on solutions instead of drowning in negativity. In 2025, the people who thrive will not be the ones who simply work the hardest, but those who can stay emotionally grounded while adapting to change. Developing emotional intelligence requires consistent self-reflection, mindfulness, and practice. It's about checking in with yourself, learning from your emotional reactions, and intentionally improving how you interact with others. When you master this skill, you'll find that success comes more naturally, relationships become richer, and life's challenges lose their power to control you.